James Thomas Bell was born just after the turn of the century in Starkville, Mississippi, a tiny town with the appropriate name for a baby born with black skin, because life promised to be stark. James Bell had little reason to believe that he would do anything but pick cotton or work in a packing house, or as he puts it, work like a man. James Bell had a special talent, though. He could hit and throw a baseball, and he could run like the wind. But that didn't change the color of his skin, and he had to play the only game in town for his people in the Negro Leagues, which he did for 29 long, hot summers. For the St. Louis Stars, the Pittsburgh Crawfords, the Homestead Grays, the Kansas City Monarchs, the Chicago American Giants. But to this day, Cool Papa, as he was called by his fellow vagabonds who rode the rocky roads and played in the rocky fields, is not bitter. As he says, it takes people a long time to learn about other people. Because Cool Papa is a practical man, he had no reason to believe that in the twilight of his life he would do anything but sit in a chair given to him when he retired after 22 years as a night watchman at City Hall, and sit in his neat small home on the near north side of St. Louis. Certainly, Cool Papa had no reason to believe that he would ever sit on the porch of the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum next to Whitey Ford and Mickey Mantle and Jocko Conlon, with the statues of Rogers Hornsby, Babe Ruth, Grover Cleveland Alexander, and Ty Cobb looking on in stoic silence.
All right, Cool. You were how old at this time?
I was 24 years old.
You're playing in Mexico?
In Cuba, in St. Fergus, Cuba.
All right, this was also Cuba, right?
No, that was in Mexico. That was, I was playing with our Ligadores. I was about 30. That was in 1938.
The picture was taken in 38, right?
Yeah, 1938.
This is 1940 in Mexico, huh?
Mexico. And Torreon, Mexico.
You remember anything about this one, Cool? Where?
Yes, that was taken in Chicago. I was playing with the Pittsburgh Cubs in 1934.
You'd beaten out a bunt.
I was beating out a bunt there, and I had beat it out and said, "Ball, you can see the ball on the ground."
They didn't even field it, did they?
No, you know, feel it.
What was this one?
That was here in St. Louis, at the Stars Park at Compton Market. I think that was taken in 1924, when I first started playing outfield.
Well, that was one of the early pictures there. Huh? How old were you there?
That was, I was 24 years old.
And what was this one?
That was when I was managed the farm team of the Kansas City Monarchs. I don't know just what park it was in, but that's, I think it was 1949.
You were managing.
I was manager of the farm team of the Monarchs.
And this was...
Oh, that was in 1940 in Torreon, Mexico. That was a picture just taken in my street clothes.
You were a pretty handsome dude there.
Oh, no. That was just the picture.
How good was Bell? Well, I talked with two of his peers, Satchel Paige and Roy Campanella. You remember about that guy sitting next to you, Cool Papa Bell?
Well, I was fortunate enough to play against Cool when I first come in the Negro National League. I thought Cool was I was 15 years old. And Cool was quite a runner, being a young catcher too. I thought quite a bit of Cool. They used to tell me how fast he could run, and being 15G. It was just amazing to be able to sit in the dugout. I wasn't playing too much then, but to sit in the dugout, and when I did get a chance to play, well, it wasn't too much I could do then.
See how mine mixed with those. Was going to say something about Cool. The only thing I know about Cool, when I come in, he was the fastest man on earth, on feet, barring nobody. And that was Jesse Owens was running back with him in that time. This is no good. And next, behind that, he was one of the greatest baseball players that we have. And everybody you have here now that come up here to see this, show here, as I would say, is nothing but top baseball players, and they paid their way to come here on the kind of Cool was in it. And the public didn't see him like they did me probably when I got in baseball. There's a few that got in that the public didn't see.
Everybody talks about the way Cool could run. Apparently, he could do everything else, too. Eh?
Well, yeah, he was one of the well, if he was fast on feet, he was a center fielder, and the world know if he played center field that he could move, he could catch, he would play right and left. Some of the kids that couldn't cover just like he did. You understand me? Like the others couldn't move as fast as he could. But it's no maybe so about him. The reason he got into this that they found proof that he was eligible to be in this.
The Baseball Hall of Fame for a black man born in Mississippi 71 years ago who never played an inning of Major League Baseball. Well, to James Bowell's astonishment and to the credit of baseball, who finally opened its colorblind eyes, it happened in this tiny town in upstate New York. This is Ron Jacober for the Sunday Special from Cooperstown.